Chapter 1 of Lancashire Characters and Places by Thomas Newbigging. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please contact LibriVox.org. Lancashire Characters and Places by Thomas Newbigging. Manchester, Brook and Crystal, 11 Market Street. London, Simpkin, Marshall and Company, Stationers' Hall Court, 1891. John Critchley, Prince. Alas, each wish is wiser than the deed. The life and writings of John Critchley, Prince, afford a remarkable example of the power which is sometimes given to express beautiful and noble thoughts in becoming and even elegant language, in spite of deficiency in education and a bringing up amid surroundings of the most abject and depressing character. Bearing the circumstances of his training, or rather lack of training, in mind, Prince's sustained flow of language is marvellous, and the gracefulness and efflorescence of his diction are not less striking. At the outset it may be admitted that John Critchley, Prince, was not a great poet. That he was a poet no one will dispute, and that he holds a leading place among the minor English bards is equally incontestable. The story of his life, his poor miserable life, especially in his later years, I do not care to tell, but that story is given in detail by Dr. Lithgow, and may be summarised in a few sentences. Prince was born at Wigan in the year 1808. He had a wretched father, selfish, intemperate, harsh in his conduct, threatening, and on occasions inflicting dire chastisement on the son for attempting, after a long day's drudgery, to gratify his taste for reading. The conduct of this parent was simply inhuman in its brutality. On the other hand, his mother was a woman of superior mould, and strove under adverse conditions to afford him such education as he obtained in his early years. Prince inherited the paternal habits of intemperance with all his mother's good qualities. He married before he was 19. Of the 5 volumes which he published during his lifetime, Hours with the Muses appeared in 1841, when he was 33 years of age. This contains The Poet's Sabbath, the most ambitious of his productions, with much of noble imagery and poetic force and insight, in which nature, in her different moods, lends a living music to the poet's song. It contains also The Contrast and the Epistle to a Brother Poet, his best known and most popular pieces. His next volume, Dream.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?